What's up, y'all? Let's do this. Oh, hi guys. Welcome to Nikki's World. I'm Nikki, your host, and today we gotta talk about the Democrat Party and how out of touch the Democrats are in this country. And also, guys, we gotta talk about what's going on with the bioweapons labs in Ukraine. We gotta talk about that and more. But before we go any further, guys, if you guys love Nikki's World so much, please consider donating a cup of coffee for me, because for the price of a cup of coffee at Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts, guys, you guys help keep this podcast show alive. You guys help me curate more stories and more topics like this to talk about. I do accept Bitcoin donations. I'm also on Locals, guys, if you guys want to sponsor this podcast show. If you guys love Nikki's World so much, please hit that like, subscribe. Please give me a review, good, bad, and the ugly. And before we get the show on the road, literally, guys, if you guys love this episode and any of my other episodes on Nikki's World, please consider sharing this across all the social media platforms that are out there today. Okay, guys, I got through all these formalities, as always. Sometimes I rush through them because I want to get the topic at hand. So, today, guys, I want to make a quick announcement before we get in on the show. Today, this podcast show is now an affiliate with Amazon. So, guys, if you guys want to get in on Amazon, like say you want to join Amazon Prime, if you click that link in the description below, you guys can join Amazon Prime, and I get a cut on a commission for every new subscriber to Amazon Prime. So if you want to join Amazon Prime, feel free to do so, and let me know if you guys do, okay? So, anyway, guys, today, let's talk about the Democrat Party, okay? This is the first half of the show, all right? We're going to talk about the Democrat Party and how out of touch are they with the voting public. It seems like we have Democrats in this country who, for some reason or another, are basically clueless and out of touch with the working class of this country. They seem to not know the problems that the working class and the middle class are going through. They think that we can live the lavish lifestyles like them. They think that we can afford a like a $55,000 Tesla and afford $5 a gallon of gas. That is how out of touch these people are. These people are so out of touch that they think they're oblivious. They're like, I don't care. Still, it's the price we pay for this and this and this. Well, you know what? It's the price we pay for having to listen to you dumbasses who think they know better, who think they know how the world works, who think they know how the world operates. Pretty much, guys. Pretty much. We have people in this country right now. Basically, we have Democrat elites who are so self-entitled, self-absorbed, that they think that they're better than everyone else. They think that, we're Democrat elites. We're morally superior to you. And this is why, guys, this is why we have people who are so oblivious to the problems that the working class and the middle class are going through. And we have these people running the country. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking joking here? Are you for real? Seriously, we have people in this country who are so out of touch that it's like they're oblivious to everything that's going around. I'll give you a good example, guys. We have like Stephen Colbert, who thinks that you should be able to pay more at the pump, you know. The sacrifice of paying more for the pump, for the sacrifice of living here. It's an example of oblivious elites who are so oblivious to what's going around them. They think that we can afford like $5, $6, or even $10 a gallon of gas, while we're all suffering everywhere. It's why these people make me sick. It's why these people are so obnoxious, are so out of it, you know? It's why these people make me puke, that they think that the problems of the inflation or the economy, they're like, well, that don't bother me, that don't faze me, that don't this, and this, and this. You know what it doesn't do? It highlights their sheer stupidity. It highlights the fact that these people are so dumb. It does. That's why Stephen Colbert thinks that you should pay more at the gas pump. You know, I'm like, dude, fuck you. We don't need to pay more at the pump. What we need to do is that we need to cut the cost down. That's what we need to do. We need to cut the gas prices down. Okay? I'll give you another example of Democrats that are so oblivious. Look at the Secretary of Transportation, Pete Buttigieg, or as I call him, Pete Buttplug. This guy is the classic, purest example of oblivious, that every time I hear him say stupid shit, it makes my head boil. It boils my blood, okay? It really does. The reason for this is that Pete Buttplug said this comment where he said that, if you can't afford $5 $4 a gallon in gas or $5 a gallon in gas? Why don't you go buy a Tesla, an electric vehicle, and you won't have to deal with it? I'm like, does he not understand that the working class or the middle class can't afford these things? Does he not understand that the people that work for a living can't afford a $55,000 Tesla? I mean, for real. This guy is so oblivious to it, it's not even funny. It ain't. The reason for this, guys, is that this Secretary of Transportation thinks that you can, if you don't want to pay $4-5 a gallon of gas, you should buy a Tesla. Here's my question. Raise your hand here. How many people can afford a $55,000 Tesla vehicle? How many? How many? Raise your hand. I know I can't. I can't afford it. I can't afford a $55,000 Tesla. You know? Even my Subaru Forester, when I got it in 2017, it's like, what, $40,000? That's the most I could afford. That's the most. But a $55,000 Tesla? Oh, no, man. That's out of reach, man. That's too much. That is way, way, way too much. That is way out of reach of the middle class and the working class. It is, guys. It is. It is so out of reach that people like you, me, and everyone that I see driving here, we can't afford that. We can't afford a Tesla. And how the fuck does Pete Buttplug think that we can afford it? Does he have a program that can reduce the costs of buying a Tesla? Does he have one? Apparently he doesn't. So makes me wonder. It makes me wonder, can these people afford it? And these people think that, oh, if you don't like paying sky-high gas prices, buy a Tesla? Here's my question. Where's the program to put more electric charging stations around? Where is it? I don't see them. I don't see electric charging stations at every gas station. Is Pete Buttplug gonna incentivize gas companies or like gas stations to install electric charging stations? Apparently not. Apparently not. So I'm wondering. He says if you don't want to pay $4 or $5 a gallon of gas, why isn't he pushing for tax breaks on electric vehicles? Why isn't he pushing for government incentives for electric vehicles? Why isn't he pushing for gas station companies to install electric charging stations? Why isn't he? Or is it that he thinks that you can afford it, but he thinks that you can only afford it at the expense of you, not them? You see what's going on here? They wanna push it on you, but not them. They want it's the classic rules for me, not for thee kind of mentality. It is, and that's what's going on. It's that kind of mentality here, guys. It's that kind of thinking that we're going through right now, and it's the kind of thinking that we're seeing in this country, okay? And then you have this other guy, this Star Trek character, I think is George Tanaki, who said that, the price of gas right now is the cost of fighting Putin. Well, here's the truth, George. The cost of gas is because of the Democrats' incompetency. It's the price of Democrat stupidity that we're fucking dealing with here. That's why gas is so high. That's why gas is so high as it is. Because you have stupid, idiot, incompetent, and fucking retarded Democrats who don't know anything better. Who think they know how the world works. Who think they know how everything works. Okay? That's why our gas prices are going so high. That's why people can't afford the gas that it is. You have seen most places, George, where gas is like $4, or even some places, say in California, where it's like what, $5? Yeah. Maybe you need to look a little, dude, before you say a little. You need to look before you speak, dude. Stop talking out of your ass. Really. Stop talking like you know shit. You don't. You live in a bubble away from the middle class, away from the working class. That's why you talk like, oh, I know better than you. I know this, I know that, and I know everything. Well, you don't, dude. You really don't. Instead, you talk out of your ass. You talk like, oh, you know better. You this and this and this. You really don't, dude. That's why it boggles my mind to see these people. It really do, guys. It boggles my mind that we have to deal with these people. We have to deal with leftists, socialists, progressive, communist Democrats who think that they know how the world works. But then you have the adults in the room looking at them like, are you for real? Are you joking? Are you kidding me? Yeah. That's what's really going on. That's what's really happening. It is, guys. That's what's really happening. These people are so oblivious to what's going on. These people think like, oh yeah, we know what's going on. We know better than you peasants. That's what they think of us. That's what they think of the working class and middle class of this country. That's what they really think about us, guys. Okay? And that's what startles me and shocks me. It really does. But anyway, guys, I do want to highlight and talk about Ukraine, okay? Here's what I want to say. What the fuck is going on in Ukraine? Why the fuck do we have biological weapons labs in Ukraine? Why? It seems to me, guys, the Russian foreign ministry is coming out and saying that the U.S. has bioweapons lab and is making weapons, biological weapons, or researching biological weapons that are banned by treaty? I I want to know this. How the fuck did we allow this in this country? How the fuck did we let this happen in our own government? That our own government was willing to fund biological weapons research in a country right next to Russia, knowing that we are going to violate a treaty over this? For real? I mean, seriously. And also, guys, the links to the descriptions to the things I talk about are going to be in the article below. But seriously, how the fuck are we allowing this? How the fuck? We need to be upfront, okay? We need to be truthful about this. But you know what's going on? You got the Democrats, you got the big tech and big media covering up this shit. Yeah, right now, they're going online and everywhere saying, oh, it's just Russian disinformation. Oh, it's fake news. Oh, it's propaganda. It's Russian propaganda. How the fuck? When the Russians are actually coming out with proof saying that there are biological weapons being researched in Ukraine, and the Russians got their hands on one of them. This is like the Russians doing a version of us during the Second Gulf War, when we said, "Oh, there are biological weapons in Iraq. We need to go in and make sure that they're not being used against us." You know what? That's what the Russians are doing. They're taking the same playbook we did to Iraq during the Second Gulf War, and they're doing that now in Ukraine. And now you got Democrats running roughshod, running cover for these people. They're trying to say, oh, there's no biological weapons in Ukraine. Oh, we're not funding this. Oh, it's just Russian propaganda. Oh, it's this and this and this. Oh, it's Russian disinformation. You know why the Democrats are doing this? Because they're trying to cover up for their crimes. They're trying to cover up. And the Russians are using this as the same pretext to what we did during the Second Gulf War. They're using this as a pretext to do their version of the Second Gulf War. Folks, just put 2 plus 2 together, okay? During George W. Bush's time, we invaded Iraq on the pretext that there were supposedly weapons of mass destruction or biological weapons, when there wasn't any when we found out. It seems like now the same thing is happening in Ukraine. The Russians are coming out to the media saying, oh, we seem to stumble upon biological weapons labs that are being set up here in Ukraine. And looking at the evidence that was left behind was funded by the American government under Obama and Biden. Seriously, we need answers. We need answers on this. As an American citizen and a taxpayer, I demand answers. I seriously demand answers on this. Because how the fuck could we fund numerous biological weapons research labs in Ukraine and not have it reported. How the fuck? Seriously. It seems like we're like violating like treaties and nobody's oblivious to that. I'm like, for real, dudes, for real. We seriously, man. Seriously, we need to get this under control. We seriously need an investigation in this. Seriously. If our government, from the Biden and from the illegitimate administration down to the Obama administration, funded this, heads need to roll. I don't care. Heads need to fucking roll. Okay? Somebody's heads needs to roll for this. Because this is wrong. This is wrong. I don't care what side says it. I don't care. I don't care what side says it. Okay? I don't care if the left accuses me of being a plant for Putin or a mouthpiece for Russia. I don't give a flying fuck. All I care about is truth and honesty. And it seems like we're lacking in this country. We are. We're seriously lacking. It seems to me, guys, that our government secretly funded these labs in Ukraine and kept it in the dark. And that, to me, should be an impeachable offense. That to me alone. I don't care about the Hunter Biden laptop. That is just like icing on the cake. Okay? That's icing on the cake, in my opinion. That really is, guys. That really is. But seriously, guys? Seriously? That needs to be investigated like tomorrow, guys. That needs to be investigated immediately. I know like this. We have rhinos in Congress who are probably ass-kicking Democrats and not doing a damn thing. I know we have them people, but seriously? That's a treaty violation right there, dude. That's a treaty violation if I ever saw one. I'm like, for real, guys? I'm like, holy cow. And then we have revelations of this coming from the Russians? Call me a conspiracy theorist all you fucking want, but I'll laugh at your face, cause y'all covering up a crime here. I seriously will, man. I seriously will laugh at your face for covering up a crime. But seriously, holy motherfucker. There needs to be an investigation on this. There needs to. And if big tech and the liberal media is covering up this, they need to be a purging. There needs to be a purging in this country. They need to be purged immediately and held criminally liable along with the people who ran these bioweapons labs in Ukraine. There needs to, guys. I'm sorry to say this, guys. I'm sorry to say this, there needs to be a purging in this country. Really do, man. We really do. For some reason, I'm sitting here and I'm shocked after reading these headlines, and even from the Russian sources too, guys. I do get sources from both sides, so that's how I'm fair and impartial. But really, guys, how the fuck can we do this? And I tell you this, guys, we probably violated the UN Convention on Bioweapons. We probably violated that. We probably did. Okay? We probably violated that because we probably violated that treaty because we funded the research in the Wuhan lab, which caused the pandemic outbreak. And then we violated it again because we funded labs in Ukraine as well. It seems like this, guys. We have corrupt people in this country. We have people who are so damn motherfucking corrupt that it ain't even fucking funny anymore. We really do, guys. Really, guys. Really, I am shocked. I am disgusted. I'm seriously disgusted about it. That our country wants to throw us into World War III, all to protect the bioweapons research labs that they have. And this is why, guys, this is why they want like Ukraine under NATO. You ever wonder, you ever thought this, have any of y'all ever thought this, that why the American government under Obama and under the Pino, the president in name only, wanted Ukraine under NATO? And knowing that they had these biological weapons labs in Ukraine, it's probably to cover up it's probably because they want NATO to cover up for their crimes. It's probably because they want NATO to basically clean up their mess. It's probably why. And I wouldn't be surprised, guys. Mark my words on this. I would not be surprised if this comes to light. If this basically sees the light of day, that we're funding a bioweapons lab, I would not be surprised if this comes to light. If this sees the light of day, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be, guys. I would not be shocked at all, guys. It wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't faze me one bit. It would not, guys. But believe me, guys, believe me, this alone is shocking. That the Russians have evidence that we funded a bioweapons lab under the Obama and the Pino administration, and the Democrats and the far left liberals want to have Ukraine under NATO so they can cover up for the crimes. Nah, man, this would be an impeachable offense. This would be high crimes and misdemeanors right here and there. This would be one of the highest crimes committed so far. And the Russians have evidence on this? Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God, that's right. Somebody in the Democrat Party has to pay. Someone has to be held accountable for this. I'm sorry to say this, guys. I'm sorry to say this. Somebody in the Democrat Party has to pay royally and has to pay dearly for this. This is unfathomable in this country. This really is. And it's disgusting. It is. To say the least, it's downright despicable. Yeah. I'm disgusted that our government is funding this shit. And they want NATO, they want Ukraine as a NATO member to cover up for this. This clearly needs to be investigated. This is basically an impeachable crime. I don't care who you are, what you are. That's an impeachable crime in my book. That really is, guys. It really, really is. I don't know, man. I don't know. I look at this and I go, what the actual fuck is going on? Seriously, guys. Seriously. I'm disgusted by all this. I truly, truly am. That we're seeing this. Okay? So, anyway, guys. Thanks for listening to Nikki's World. I'm Nikki, your host. I will see y'all soon. Bye for now.